There are some times when you're watching a day of Test match cricket where you really just are so pleased you were here, and I thought that was terrific. He hasn't got 100 for a long time. We talked enough about that in commentary, so no need to mention that again. But it was just wonderful to watch the way he constructed it in a tough situation, and the fact that he got those three figures I thought was just absolutely spot on. It was just terrific for us all to be here and witness that 100. So really good stuff from Babar Azam. Right. Let's just have a look at some things I've got here. First one I want to have a look at is the interception points versus seam. And this is quite interesting because there's a couple of things that he has done actually in this innings. I'm just going to pause it there. Let's just have a look at one or two little areas. And this is quite interesting because a couple of times he went down, and a couple of defensive shots as well, but a couple of times he was batting just outside the crease to make sure there wasn't too much movement and a bit of reverse swing, trying to counter that also. But he went quite some way down to counter-attack anything there, so that was okay. And a little selection of red balls around the place. Yes, there's the boundaries and some of the pull shots he played also. But it was really good to see the work he did with the interception points. And for me, it's just so nice to see this configuration here, because what he does do, he operates so nicely either side of that crease. He just really rocks forward and he just rocks back a little bit. So interception points, and these red balls are going to come to in a sec, and you'll be able to find out where his fours were scored with these red balls. So let me just clear that, and we'll move into that package as well. That gives us a really nice indication of those pulsing red deliveries. We've got those boundaries square on the offside in particular. And this is it. Just watch him ride the speed. A little extra bounce occasionally, riding the pace of the ball, slicing that one down. There's one or two shots that he got runs, obviously not all boundaries. These are all boundaries, and this one, the red balls, that was a lovely shot back on the square on the offside. So really nicely played. And here's the wagon wheel from Babar Azam. You could see that his work around the entire pitch was very impressive. I just want to have a look at one or two areas here as well, and this is clearly a strong side for him. Some of these initially were off the spinners. The spinners are operating quite a lot early today, and he hit a couple of back foot drives of the spinners. There was a lovely cover drive as well, and a couple of chop backward off the seamers. But let's not forget on the leg side, a couple of clips, and then surprisingly we've got a sweep or two. Now that's something we don't normally see from him, and that was just running off the medium paces also. So it's all over the place. But one thing you mustn't forget with the work that he does is these little ones around the place, little white spokes in the wagon wheel, little white spokes around the place where he picked up ones. A couple of them were long ones, which is that one there. But it was a really good constructed innings, I thought, and those boundaries on the offside in particular were very, very pleasing, and that's an area where he's very strong, and he's so terrific to watch when he does play those drives off the back foot through that offside. So that's really impressive work. But those interception points, the fact that he just rocks, hardly just straddles that crease, and he hardly moves back at all. Plays from the crease very much, but he's so good. His timing is so good. Also his trigger movements are so good. He's never rushed. He's got plenty of time, and he just hits those balls off the back foot with ease. So a really good performance from Babar Azam. Most enjoyable, and it was a pleasure to be here and watch that innings today.